Huge night in the Premier League. Liverpool beaten by bottom side Wolves in the Premier League. Embarrassing stuff from Arnie Slot's side. Here's how full time sounded live on talkSPORT.
It's finished. Wolves 2, Liverpool 1. Liverpool dropped points. They missed the chance to climb into the Champions League places. The bottom club Wolves putting in another impressive shift. Plenty of late chaos and drama. That's back-to-back wins against Villa and now Liverpool here. And remember, they came from 2 down to draw with Arsenal, and Wolves have beaten Liverpool by 2 goals to 1.
Yeah, disappointing night for Liverpool. Huge night for Rob Edwards. Fair play to him. Picked up some decent results recently. But there's some obviously big results in the Premier League. I'll read through them just quickly. Everton, they won 2-0 against Burnley. Leeds, they lost at home to Sunderland. 0-0 Bournemouth v Brentford. Let's go to...
Hold on a second, right?
Go on, what's the matter?
Where's 100% Mo? Where is that clown?
Don't know.
Where is he?
Well, he ain't phoned up yet.
Honestly. I know he listens, right?
Yeah.
Mo, do the decent thing. Come on. What happened tonight? Tell us.
We'll get him on. After 11, we'll get him on. Let's go to Eddie. He's a Liverpool fan. Eddie?
All right, Ed.
Hello, mate. You all right?
All right, Ed.
Eddie, what's going on at Liverpool? So boring.
Well, I watched it, mate, and it was a disgrace. The first half was so boring, it was unbelievable. We're so defensive. If we go far back, mate, we'll be in the cop.
Yeah, it's so slow.
Eddie, you know what I've noticed with Liverpool, right? And, you know, like when I was... And I don't want to keep going back to Jurgen Klopp and his side and rock and roll football and all that. Like, we keep going on about it. Arne Slot's a different manager. But what I never understand with teams, and I'm seeing it so much in the modern day, in the way the game's played, you don't pass the ball to the best players. Like midfield and the fullbacks. I'm watching Frimpong tonight. He gets the ball out wide. Salah is just standing there, asking for the ball. And Frimpong tries to float a ball into the box. It's a nothing ball. And I'm like, give the ball to Salah. Like, give the ball to your best players who are going to make something happen. And it's sideways, backwards all the time. I see it in the Premier League now. It's shocking. The best players don't get the ball.
I don't think the players are playing for Arne Slot.
Well, something's wrong. That's for sure. Something's desperately wrong.
If you look at, say, Arsenal, for instance, and I hate mentioning it, when we was with Jurgen Klopp, we would press. And in the area, we would force the opposition to make mistakes. Tonight, we weren't forcing them. We kept sitting
They were
back.
decent. By the way, Wolves, the way they popped the ball about... They were good.
No, they were good.
They were good.
But there was a part in that second half, right? I think it was Gomez, the lad in midfield.
Yeah,
he's a decent player. He stood on the ball. Like, he stood in the middle of the park on the ball for about 5 seconds, and no one went near him. Like, Liverpool would just let him have it. And then he passes it, gets it back, passes it. I'm thinking, is anyone going to lay a glove on this geezer or what?
I was shouting at the TV, and I'm thinking of just cancelling my TNT Sport thing. I really am.
Was that bad? Is you going to cancel your subscription?
Yeah, I've had enough of watching it.
You can listen on talkSPORT free.
We need to.
It looks better. It's not going to play well on it.
Personally, the last guy who was on, the Liverpudlian, I don't know, can't remember his name. He's very correct on Gakpo. Gakpo's not a player that what we think he is. Rio, bringing in that youngster, he's young, but when he came on the pitch, he gave us a little bit more energy.
Agreed.
A little bit more creativity. He gave us that.
No, I know, and he looks lively, and he's direct. He's not afraid. You get that with young players. They do have. There is no fear, and he can see he plays without fear.
Yes, he wants to make something. He wants to make something happen, right? And that's fine. But I don't know. Like, there's a few things here for me with a massive problem with Liverpool. One is the manager, the style of football that you're playing. I say the players ain't playing for him. I don't know. I'm not in the dressing room, but there does feel like there's a flatness to what Liverpool are about and what the players want. I think the players want to play a bit more intensive, like.
It's so slow, Jay.
It's so slow.
Even the simple passes.
But I don't know whether that's the manager telling him that he wants to play like that, a possession-based style. But
I think so. I personally do, because I think that's how he plays. Before any stop comes in, he was either going to play the 4-3-3 or the 4-2-3-1. And they did say that he plays quite defensive, but he will keep possession. He's second manager.
But you can do that. But so, that's fine. Yeah. But there has to be a moment where you move the ball quickly and move it forward. It's overpassing at times.
Well, listen, me and Jace played, right? And I played in midfield, and all I ever used to think about was when I got the ball, where's the best players on the pitch? Like, get the ball. Can I give it to Aaron Lennon? Can I give it to Gareth Bale? Can I get it to Robbie Keane? As quick as possible. That's my job, because they're the players who are going to make something happen. When I watch Liverpool play, I don't see that happening anymore. I just don't see it. I see him going backwards, sideways. The players in midfield get the ball in the half turn. I'm like, when you pass it to Salah, wrap it into him quickly, and then if he don't do the business, that's on him. But there are, I know he deserves some criticism right now, Salah, because he's not producing his best.
No, he's not. No,
he ain't getting the ball.
No. I mean, it was a lovely take tonight. It was a really good.
No, he's still got that class.
He got the ball because he got it off a Wolves player.
He's still got. Clark. There's no doubt. Still, but he can't do it for. He's not impacting games the way he used to. He is not having the effect on games. You know, how many times do we see Salah on that left foot cut inside? You know, it doesn't seem to do that anymore either. I have to say again, I'm going to labour this point. Wolves deserve the game tonight. Wolves deserve that.
They did. And Rob Edwards is a good manager.
Well, he's showing he's doing all right.
Manager.
He's done all right.
Yeah. He's done really well at Luton. Got him up.
Eddie, would you get rid of Slot?
Yes. Without a doubt.
Well,
I would say putting Gerrard as interim manager.
I just don't know if he's going to do that.
I don't know whether it's going to happen now. I don't think you need to do. I don't think Slot goes
pointless doing anything now
because
there's
10
games left.
Still the Champions League, still the FA Cup, still Champions League places to fight for. It's not completely. The season's not completely over. No. But
can I ask you two something? In the formation terms, I don't like the 4-2-3-1, and I argue.
Why don't you like it?
I don't think we play well enough with it. I think with the 4-3-3, we was more attacking. We press teams better. We pass the ball quicker, and we attacked so much. And if you hear commentators saying, "Oh, here comes Liverpool now," oh my God, yeah, something's going to happen, and it did. Now what we're doing, we're passing the ball back. If we go any more slow, I used to be a carer in a care home where I used to do a little football with the old men. Yeah. Trust me, I could put them in the team and they'd do better than them.
It does feel slow. It really does. It really does. Eddie, thanks for your call.
Cheers, Ed.
I'm going to go to Harry. He's a Wolves fan, right, H?
All right, H. Congratulations.
Can anybody hear me? 100% Mo, where are you? That's absolutely shocking, them lot. Absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. In all seriousness, lads, I think we weathered the storm really well first half.
We played well.
We were compact. For Rob Edwards, I'll be honest, he's not his biggest fan at times, his tactics, but he set us up compact. We weathered the storm first half. As soon as Bellegarde, Tolu and Rodrigo Gomez came on, we absolutely pinned them back. I thought they were awful second half. Apart from that young kid, Rio, I think his name is, that came on, I thought they were absolutely shocking. And the only chances they had that whole second half was when we gave them the ball. Their goal was a product of our own demise. It was our fault.
Harry, Harry, I heard Adrian Durham and who's doing
Jay Bofford.
Jay Bofford was doing there, and Dean Ashton, right? And they were talking about if this decision to bring in Robert Edwards had happened maybe, 3 months earlier. I just wonder where you feel you might be, because the form you're in at the moment, it's been a massive tournament. It's going to be too little too late. I just wondered, is there a little bit of regret, do you think?
Do you know what? I think the board rightfully got the amount of stick and the protests and everything that they had for the decisions they made at the start of the season, because it's crippled us. It's absolutely crippled us. We all the signings that Vitor Pereira had made that he gave the nod for either are out the club or they're not playing every week. And it proves Rob Edwards has took a small group of players, because that's what it is, the amount of first-team players they are. They're the same players, but it's a much smaller group. He's put a bit of fight in them, and we started playing. It's get the ball down, have a bit of confidence, and back yourself. And realistically, look at the results where we've lost games. We've not lost by massive margins. We should have picked something up at Palace. We should have got points in other games during the last kind of 5 or 6 run that we've had. And then when we've got down and played, even against the big sides, we've not just shelled in on ourselves like we did at the start of the year. We've got confidence, we've got the ball down, and we want to play. And we can, when we get the ball to players like Mane, he's a young kid, like you said earlier.
Nice,
He's got
yeah,
no fear.
Yeah, I like it.
João Gomez, though, is probably going, if you do, and you will go down, I expect...
And that lad before, Eddie, saying get Steven Gerrard in, please do, because that would be the biggest laughing stock I've ever heard of in my life. He's awful manager. But please do.
Getting Wolves fans throwing strays at Liverpool.
Yeah, well,
You know, it's a bad day, mate, when that happens. The bottom team that are going to get relegated, having a pop at the champ. They're still champions, by the way.
they are still champions.